Remember that Sam Howell trade? It just got a little bit more complicated with the latest news, and it's really weird. Let's talk about it. When Sam Howell's trade got announced by everybody, it was announced as Sam Howell and a 2026 sixth-round pick go to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for a 2026 fifth-round pick and a 2027 seventh-round pick. Seems pretty simple, right? A very easy player and pick for two-pick swap. No big deal. We've seen that kind of stuff all the time. Amari Cooper went for one of those when the Cowboys traded him to the Cleveland Browns. Well, what was interesting about this wasn't the fact that it was a swap. It was the one piece that was not included in all of the reporting. And that came from the NFL transaction wires, where Sam Howell's pick, the fifth-round pick that they've got for him, is conditional. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. But there are multiple different things it can mean, and here's why it impacts the Minnesota Vikings. So when you look at the different ways that a pick can be conditional, the Vikings have had to deal with multiple of them already. So the Vikings traded a conditional fifth-round pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars for Cam Robinson. If he hit a playing time incentive, it became a fourth-round pick, which it did. And that fourth-round pick is going to the Jaguars for the 2026 NFL Draft. And they no longer get the seventh-round pick that was attached to it. When Nick Mullins' trade happened in 2022, it was a seventh-round pick. The condition was that Mullins had to be on the active roster for week 1, and then that pick would be sent to the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, guess what? It did, and it was sent to the Raiders. After that point, that's where that kind of like playing time incentive kind of comes into play. It's not really playing time, it's making the roster. The seventh-round pick that the Steelers sent the Vikings for Jesse Davis after the 2022 preseason never came to fruition because Davis didn't make the roster, therefore not meeting the conditions of the pick. So there are multiple different ways this could happen. Plus, it could be that the pick goes up, it goes down, depending on what happens, and we just don't know what that means. The other element that's interesting here is it could just mean, well, if we have multiple picks, it becomes this pick. So right now, the Eagles have 3 fifth-round picks. They will get a fourth, theoretically, from Mekhi Becton signing with the Los Angeles Chargers. So it could be a situation where, hey, you're going to get this pick from us. And until that condition is met and we know what pick that is, well, we don't know when that's going to come out. We don't know when we're going to learn that information, which makes things a little bit more difficult, especially with an Adam Thielen trade. Because the Vikings cannot trade a pick that has conditions on it. They have to wait until that pick is fully solidified, and then it is tradable because it could be different. You can't trade a pick that's fluid. You have to wait. Both sides have to wait. So until we learn more about what these conditions are, the Vikings are just kind of in limbo. And who knows? Maybe if Sam Howell plays a bunch of games, that pick gets better and becomes like a fourth. We'll find out in time. But until then, we're in limbo. I'm Tyler Forness with A to Z Sports. Skol Vikings.